This is wild. Hi. So, welcome to Tap and Read. If this is the first time you've watched one of our live streams, a couple things. It will be similarly set up to the in-person tap and stream. So, I'll do a paper story, 2 ebooks, and a couple of rhymes, and then talk about some apps I found that are going to be really fun. The YouTube though, when you say that you're a kids content or doing kids videos, they do shut off certain features, so there's no live chat, so I won't know if you're talking or interacting with me. But other than that, it's going to be completely the same, and I can't wait to get started. So welcome to Tap and Read. Today's theme is all about plants. I thought, with spring being here, it was going to be so much prettier and warmer, and we could have gone outside, but I think Ohio has other plans. So we're going to do our first rhyme, which is 5 spring flowers, which, if you're looking for the lyrics, they will be in the description as well. So all the books and the rhymes and everything are already listed out for you to use and follow along. So 5 spring flowers all in a row. The first one said, "We need rain to grow." The second one said, "Oh my, we need water." The third one said, "It's getting hotter." The fourth one said, "I can see clouds in the sky." And the fifth one said, "I wonder why." Then, boom! Flowers weren't worried. No, no, no. The rain helped them to grow, grow, grow. Our first story today is going to be all about plants that need lots of rain to grow, and it's going to be Goodnight Veggies by Diana Murray and Zachariah Ohora, and published by Houghton, Mifflin, and Harcourt. Sunset in the garden. Robins in their nest. Except for the worm, it looks like he's making a run for it. Tossing and turning veggies need to get some rest. I don't think they're tossing. The turnips are tucked in tight, and the potatoes are closing their eyes. Tuckered out tomatoes are humming lullabies. Have you sat in your veggie garden and listened to your plants? Are they singing when it's bedtime? Cuddly cauliflowers and droopy pods of peas. Rhubarb's reading stories to worn-out broccolis. And baby carrots are all snuggling down right next to the baby lettuce too. Baby eggplants are dreaming. What do you think eggplants dream about? Oh, they dream of places far and new. This one wants to go to space. This one must be dreaming about the grocery store. And then this one's dreaming about being on a beach at a veggie stand. Cucumbers are calm, lined up nice and neat. And golden yams are still. And the beets are simply beets. Cabbages are nodding their leafy, sleepy heads. Radishes are dozing in cozy garden beds. They do look very cozy. The celery is snoring as the sunset disappears, and cranky corn rolls over and covers up its ears. Every veggie snoozing beneath the moon so bright. For nothing's more exhausting than growing day and night. Good night, sleepy veggies. Sleep tight. I wonder what my plants are doing at night then. I'm going to have to ask them later. The end. Our first ebook story today is going to be Harlem Groves. So I'm just going to switch over one quick second. live stream. Okay. Holler. Harlem Groves by Tony Hillery and Jesse Hartland. Once, in a big city called New York, in a bustling neighborhood called Harlem, there was an empty lot. Nevaeh called it the Haunted Garden. It was cluttered with wrecked couches, old TVs, broken bottles, and empty cans. Once, in a big city, in a bustling neighborhood, there was Nevaeh's school. PS 175 it was called, and it sat across from the haunted garden. One day, a man came to PS 175. Mr. Tony, the kids called him. When Mr. Tony saw those kids in the haunted garden, he had an idea. What do you think his idea is? Do you have a haunted garden near you? Or an old field that looks kind of scary? He began to clear the haunted garden. One piece of trash at a time. Soon it was a clean slate, a blank canvas. Mr. Tony laid down new clean soil. He invited Nevaeh to help. They laid out fertilizer, seeds. They're going to grow radishes and carrots, basil and tomatoes, catnip and parsley. They've got mulch and mint and organic topsoil, as well as a water hose. Nevaeh started to plant. She dug her hole and then she put her seeds in, covered them up, and then they're going to slowly grow. Her friends came too. 400 seedlings went into the ground, one for each kid. Basil, mint, cilantro, and rosemary. Have you ever planted any of those? I love the smell of mint. Then the kids watered and weeded, and their plants began to grow. Once, when Nevaeh came to the lot after school, her plant was wilted and sad. "We'll try again," said Mr. Tony. "We'll plant something different." Wood, hammer, and nails. Mr. Tony built raised beds for the plants. The kids tried again. This time, they planted peas, broccoli, more mint, and eggplants. They watered and they weeded. And at last, their veggies grew. They got tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, blueberries, strawberries, collard greens, kale, basil, and arugula. That sounds like an amazing veggie garden to me. Mr. Tony watched and helped, and he smiled. More kids came from the neighborhood. They tended their plants, which grew and grew. Up came more fruits and vegetables. The kids took their green beans and carrots and cucumbers home to their families for dinner. That sounds like a fantastic salad. Once, in a big city called New York, in a bustling neighborhood called Harlem, there was a man with an idea. There were kids who wanted to help, and they made a farm. The end. This book, if you would like to read it again or read the little excerpt about the actual garden they built, you can check it out through Overdrive or Libby after our session has ended. Our final story today is going to be A Leaf Can Be by Laura Purdie Salas and with illustrations by Violetta Dabia. A leaf is a leaf. It bursts out each spring when sunny days linger and orioles sing. A leaf can be a soft cradle and a water ladle, a sun taker and a food maker, tree toppers and rain stoppers. What else can a leaf be? They can be a skin welter and a bat shelter. Have you ever got hurt by a plant? There are some prickly ones outside. Shade spillers and mouth fillers. Air cleaners and earth greeners. That's right. Did you know all those trees outside, when they get their leaves, they're actually cleaning the air for us? They take in our carbon dioxide, which is what we breathe out, and then they make oxygen. Who knew plants could be so cool? A leaf is a leaf in a bit of a tree, but when cool days come chasing, it can also be a wind rider and a lake glider, a pile grower and a hill glower, frost catchers and moth matchers. Oh, can you find the moth? Let's see. I think this might be a moth. And this one, and that one. How many moths are on the page, do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A fine healer and a snake concealer. Ground warmers and nest formers. A leaf is a leaf, a bit of a tree. Now go and discover what else it can be. What are you gonna make with leaves when they come back? The end. This story can also be borrowed from the Libby and Overdrive app once our stream is over. Give me 1 second. I am switching over. There we go. I'm back. Okay. Our final rhyme is going to be called Relaxing Flowers. 5 little flowers sitting in the sun. See their heads bowing one by one. Down, down, down comes the gentle rain. And then 5 flowers lift their heads again. So that was the end of the stories and the rhymes. The 2 apps that I have put down below in the description are called PlantSnap. PlantSnap is a really fun little app. It uses your camera to take pictures of the leaves of plants, and it'll tell you what they are. If you give me 1 second, I will actually pull it up and show you what it looks like. So here is what the app looks like. It asks permission for your camera, and then you just use the in-app camera to take the pictures. It is free, so there's a daily limit to the amount of plants you can identify, which is only 10 per day. If you pay, it becomes unlimited. And I believe, if I remember correctly, it is run by a university botany program. So it's fairly accurate. As people use it, they start to learn more and they make it better. The final app is going to be Namu Wonders of Plant Life. This one is a $3.99 purchase, but it is a one-time. In order to keep the ads off the app and make sure there are no in-app purchases, they do charge a small fee. But the app is really cool and fun. What it does is it takes 3D renderings of plants and it breaks down each little part of the plant as well as the root system so that you can explore and learn more about the life cycle of different plants as well as their bits and pieces. So give them a try. Let us know if you stop by or whenever you just call in for books or something, see which ones you played and what you enjoyed. Also, around Earth Day, actually, we're going to be releasing a video on how to make your own greenhouse. Just like a real small inside greenhouse, as well as how to create recyclable plant starter pots. So we thank you guys for hanging out with me. See you next month. Bye!